offense will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's there. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's McCoby. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28th. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Dances away to buy time. Lets it fly. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is a rhythm timing throw. They're in zone defense behind. Sometimes you got to wait for that second window to open up before you throw this slant. But not being on the same page, defense breaking on the football, that wasn't a great play by this offense.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buying some time. Pulls it in. It's dealt. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Smith dropping to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the ground game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's done. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
To the air on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's McCoby. Creates a little space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
We know the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dillon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Still on his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ayers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Ayers. On the speed spin, and he's free. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep...
Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Defense might bring the house here. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is...
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. That's It's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Terrapins are in the hurry up. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Terrapins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Back to pass. Got the quick pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are...
He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. A tight ended up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to the ground game on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
We're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
There's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication with...
Turning it on! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.